Well, folks, I'm going to try and shoot some video here again. I've been walking and having trouble with the camera not focusing. If it doesn't focus, I can't take a picture. I tried some pictures the way it was and they were terribly out of focus. Just a blurry mess. I have found the part of the road, Darmstadt Avenue, where it has gotten so narrow that it's down to a path. And I have driven on this, but it was over 20 years ago. This video may come out fuzzy, I don't know, because it's kind of dark in here. Because right now we're in the middle of a cedar swamp. Right here I've come upon a mountain laurel. There are leaves of sweet bay magnolia on the ground, tons of them. Well, right here there aren't, but further behind me there are tons of them. There's a gray birch. I don't know how far in I am into the wildlife management area, but I've walked quite a bit. I keep thinking I want to go back for lunch, go to town and get something, but I'm enjoying the walk. The woods are so beautiful and I'm just enjoying it. Let's see if you can see this. That's the sphagnum moss and the cedar wood are there among the cedars. I try and point the camera upward, you know, more into the swamp to let you see it. That cedar right there is bigger. Some of them are pretty small. But you can say one thing, they're tall and straight. I may have to turn around and go back. There are a lot of puddles on this trail and road, even in the uplands. Large puddles. There's sweet bay magnolia right in front of me there. Tiny one. I have seen them as good-sized trees. Now you should be able to make out the trail. It goes perfectly straight in front of me. The sun is shining, trying to shine through all this. Cedar swamps can be extremely dark even in the summer. I see there's a pipe across the road here. Used to be a road. The water's running from the swamp on one side to the swamp on the other. I have vague memories of seeing all this over 20 years ago when I went through here. In 1985, I drove a 1972 Buick down this road. And at one point, which I believe we didn't get to yet, at one point I got into a puddle where the water was flowing across the road. And the water got so deep momentarily that it flowed a couple inches deep over the hood of my car and splashed the windshield just before I pulled out of it again. And the car never stalled out or anything. I was extremely fortunate being so far back in the woods. Didn't know anybody yet in South Jersey. Then at a later date I I went all the way through here in a bicycle, on a bicycle actually, and I made it all the way through. Now this section of swamp has a few maples, so it's a little more sunny. Apparently the video is shooting properly. These cedars are just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I haven't walked in a cedar swamp in ages, although I've seen them from the roadsides constantly. It's one thing we have a lot of in South Jersey. Wow, this is fantastic. There's a pitch pine right in the middle of it. How odd. Plenty of sweet bay magnolias here, little ones. I guess they don't get big here because they can't compete for the light. Alright, I think I'm gonna end the video so I can warm my fingers up again. Just want to point the camera down at the cedar water there. A beautiful orange color, brown. I did take some pictures of it in another spot, some still pictures where it was frozen, and it was a deeper brown than that even, or it appeared to be. Alright, some mountain laurel right there. Alright, I think I'm going to have to end this to warm my fingers up. This is amazing. I may or may not come back to shoot. I may or may not start shooting again.